This is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. We're carrying on with Operation Vimy Ridge, and we are in, what is it? Is it the spring or the fall? I think we're in the spring. Gotta walk around the table here. No, we're in the spring of 1916. I thought so. You're not in a hurry, are you? This turn's going to take a while. Okay, a couple of things to get to before we get to the German turn. First of all, there was two random events. One of them, there was a choice for the Germans and to place a German infantry in a land zone in India, or place a neutral infantry in Maharashtra. I chose to put the German infantry here because this space was empty. It's not worth anything. So we're taking that. And this guy, by the way, he's going to attack this territory here where there's a colonial infantry. Another thing, or the other random event, is over here. And the British and the Russians can each spend one IPP to place an infantry right here in Armenia, and they'd be crazy not to. I just talked to Tim on the phone and I forgot to ask him that, but I know the Russian player is on board with it, and I'm pretty sure that he would place a Russian infantry for one IPP. So there we go, and that takes care of the random events. There is another thing here. While I was watching Bob's video, he moved his ships here down here, and so I was able to catch down here that there was a German cruiser. And I thought, that German cruiser, yeah, how come he's not on my board? I forgot to place him the whole game. So this was from the opening setup. I just placed him. So I don't want to hurt them because I forgot to place them. So I'm not going to go convoy raid with them. I'm just going to non-combat over towards South America. Be a good person. The other thing is Bob had taken a casualty off me here. He had some really bad luck in his rolling with the ships. I had a choice either to damage the dreadnought or to take off another ship. I decided to take off the Chilean cruiser, although I don't know if I should have done that because the Americans are almost at war, which means they're all going to be German eventually, probably soon, maybe next turn or the turn after at the very most. So I don't know. I'm just going to leave it like that, though. I'm going to do that. Lots of attacks here. One big one, the mother of all naval battles. Anyway, let's take a look at what we're doing here this turn. So we got tech. I'm going for counter battery fire, hurricane bombardment, and strategic bomber. So that's what I'm doing. And also I've got 3 dice. I get a freebie, plus I'm paying for 2. Going for Romania. Romania, the Netherlands, and Norway. And then I've got my recruitment rolls for South America and Mexico. My dice for wartime economy, and then I've got to pay this 3 IPP off for my factory damage in Bavaria, which I have done. I started with 46 IPP. I'm going to lend lease infantry to the Ottomans and an artillery to Austro-Hungarians, buying 2 fighters, 5 infantry, some phosgene gas. I'm buying a trench fighter. This is the first time we can do that. Plus I get a free trench fighter this turn. I've got a militia upgrade and a colonial infantry and a submarine. So let's get to rolling. Okay. So let's do the technology first. They are all in order as usual. Here we go. 8. So just the blue dice. That's the middle one. That's hurricane bombardment. And that goes to stage 1 for Germany. Hurricane bombardment. Okay. So then let's go with the diplomacy rolls. Yellow is Romania, orange is Netherlands, and black is Norway. They're all, I need 3 for all of them. I'm not trying to bring any of them down. So, oh, darn. I was really hoping for Norway, and I'll show you why in a minute. Oh well. Okay. That's the rolls for now. Let me show you the attacks. Here, I'll bring you over here. So there's the battle board, all the ships on it, but there's more to come because just like you can pair our fighters with artillery, you can also pair them with ships. So I've got 1, 2, there's that fighter, and then I've got 1 from Western Germany, so there's another fighter, and then I've got 3 of them going 2 spaces from Bavaria. I've got 1916 fighters. I mean, we all do now, but I researched them earlier, so they all are can go 3 spaces. So one of them can still go 2 spaces, and the other ones can go 1 space. I don't expect that though, because really what I'm using them for is casualties. Also, the commander from Western Germany is going in there. And was there something else? I don't think so. So, so I showed you that attack down there in Bengal. Also doing the convoy raiding. I'm doing some attrition rolls, but I am going to use the phosgene gas when I do that. So let's just grab the phosgene gas and put it over there in Bavaria. What that's going to do is it's going to boost everything by 1. So my artillery, there's 10 of them, they'll be firing at 2, and the heavy artillery will be firing at 3 on attrition attack. And then we have this last attack here, and I've got 5 infantry. Here, let's bring this guy in too. 5 infantry, a colonial infantry, 2 artillery going in against this militia. They're not taking the commander. He wouldn't have any observation anyway, because the observation is the observation is going into that naval battle. So let me just show you here. Here, I'll just place these up there first. Okay. So these have all been boosted already due to the commanders. You can see commanders and destroyers over there for each of us. So let's boost this destroyer here. There we go. And we'll boost the 2 submarines. So they will be at 5s. This stacks because the commander stacks, right? So let's boost the cruiser. He's going to go to an 8. And like I can't do the seaplane because he's not a naval unit. Just wondering, should I do? Yeah, let's do the coastal artillery here. Let's boost him up. So there we go, because they're gonna be first strike. And you can see these are all actually at 9, these dreadnoughts. There's just that there's no space over here for them, because they're normally at 8, but they're boosted by the commander to go to 9. Okay. So where should we start? Where should we start? Let's start over there, and we'll work our way around here, okay? So we've got 1 at 2, and they've got 1 at 2. We'll use the red dice. They can use the white dice. So the Germans will be red, and the British will be white. And it's springtime, so we can go as many as 3 rounds. Oh, look at that. The German got him. Okay. So the Germans take... What is that? Burma. And that's worth an IPP. Nice. So the British go down to 37, the Germans go up to 38. Okay, now let's go. We've got convoy rating and we're +2. So the black one is the Germans. So they got 1 IPP off. Let's take that off the British on the East Atlantic line. So 1 IPP off the British on the East Atlantic line. Could have done better there. Okay. And then, don't want to miss any. Okay, let's go with the attrition attack. So, we've got 10 at 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 at 3. Okay. Let's see if spending my gas was worth it. The gas costs 2. Okay. I have got exactly 0 hits. So that was a waste of gas. Not a big fan of that roll. Okay, let's go with the attack against the Russians now. 2 artillery. 2 artillery at 4. There's no... Let me just check, make sure there's no river. Nope. No terrain. So 2 at 4. And no hits. And then I've got Jaeger. He's going to get boosted, so he's a 4. And I've got an infantry that's going to be a 3. Plus 3 infantry that's going to be 2. Plus colonial that's going to be at 1. Let me just make sure I got them all. Let's see. 3, 4. Oh no, there was 5 infantry. That's right. Okay, so 1 more infantry. So that's 4 at 2, 1 at 3, 1 at 4, and 1 at 1. Okay, here we go. Let's get some hits. Just need 1. Well, that's a hit right there. All those dice and I only got 1 hit, eh? Wow. Well, that's all I needed was 1. Okay. And they have 1 militia. And that's a miss. Okay. Now, that territory is not worth anything. Okay. Now, we've got the mother of all naval battles. So, we've got first strike. The Germans have 1 at 4 and 2 at 5. These are also target select if you get a 1. Okay. 2 hits. 2 hits on target select. And we'll just mark those. And then 2 at 3 for the British. And they got 1 hit. So he told me that he would like to target select my pre-dread. So I lose 1 pre-dread. Okay. And he would like to lose the 2 coastal subs. All right. So, first blood has been drawn. Okay, then I have 1 destroyer at 6. And oh, That's where that belongs. Okay, 1 cruiser and 3 pre-dreads at 8. So that's 5 at 8. 4, 5. And 3 dreadnoughts at 9. 1, 2, 3. And a seaplane at 4. Yeah, I guess I don't have any other 4, so I don't have to use off-color dice. Let me just make sure now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, no, wait a minute. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 4, this isn't adding up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's what it is. I had 1 too many at 8. Okay, there we go. Good thing I counted. Okay, let's go, guys. The all-important first strike. Well, not first strike, but the all-important first round of combat. Here we go. Okay, so the blue dice is a miss. The destroyer at 6 is a miss. At 8, that's, ooh, look at that, 2 misses. 1 hit. Okay, and then 3 hits with the dreadnought. Let me just check that. Holy crap. Terrible roll. So 4 hits altogether. Well, Tim, you asked me to do that for you, and I did. Don't ever ask me for anything again. Okay. Whew. Okay. So then, he has got 1 seaplane, 3 destroyers at 5, 2 cruisers at 7, battle cruiser, and 2 pre-dreads at 8. So that's 3 at 8. And 3 at 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep. Okay. I got a bad feeling about this. Whew. Okay. So, the seaplane missed. The destroyer got 1 hit. Okay. The cruisers at 7, 2 misses. That's good. The pre-dreads and the battle cruisers, that's 1 hit. Okay. And then the dreadnoughts, 2 hits. So 4 hits each. Let me just count those again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 hits. Okay. So let's just take you over there. What he wants to do is lose, like take hits on these, or that's me. Sorry, he wants to take 3 hits on his dreadnoughts and lose the seaplane since his subs are already gone. Now me, I've got 4 hits on me, so I'm going to lose, since he has no subs left, I'm going to lose a seaplane and 3 fighters. So 1, 2, 3. And I've already lost the subs. Wait a minute, I haven't lost the subs, have I? What did I lose in the first round? He hit me once. Oh, the pre-dread. Yeah, right. Okay, so 4 hits. So I guess these are still on then. Yeah. Let's do this. So one of these is going to be paired with a fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And that's 2 hits. Oh, sorry, here. Okay, he got the seaplane, right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm having trouble keeping all this straight in my mind. It's early here. Okay. That was the first round. Not a lot of hits for either of us. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to readjust too because I took those fighters off. So, these are down to 7. Or no, those are at 8, sorry. The cruiser's down to 7. And these are down to 6. No, they're not. I didn't damage them. Right. It's this that's down and the coastal sub. Okay. So here we go. I got a coastal sub at 2. A regular sub at 3. Sub paired with a. You know what? Let's not pair that sub. Let's pair the cruiser instead. There we go. So 2 subs at 3. Destroyer at 6. And 4 at 8. Okay. 4 at 8, and then 3 at 9. 1, 2, 3. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Got it. Get this back down to 0. Oh yeah. Okay. That's a hit, a hit, a hit. What was a 3? That's the sub. That's a hit. That's a hit. Purple is 8, so that's a hit. That's a hit. 6, that's green. So that's it. No target select. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 hits. That's better. 2, 4, 6, 8. Much better. Okay. Now then, he's got 3 at 5. And 3 at 6. That's 1, 2, 3. And 3, 2 at 7. That's 2 black ones. And 3 at 8. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Here we go. These are all big numbers too. 5 is the lowest. Okay, there's 2 5s. And that's a hit. Ooh, look at this. 12, 10, 12, 11. 8, that's a miss. The 6 is a hit. The 10 is a miss. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Check again. Nope. So 4 hits. Okay. We'll do 4 down here. Oh, And as you can see, we have 8 up here. So 8, 3, 4, 5. Geez. That's 6, 7, 8. You know what? He'd be better off keeping these ones because they're going to roll higher than these ones. So let's take these off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then me, I lost 4. So that's 2 fighters, a destroyer. Oh wait, let's keep the destroyer. Coastal sub and a sub. Okay. Last round. Okay. So I've got the sub goes down to 3, the destroyer goes down to 5, the cruiser goes down to 6, 7. No, 7, yeah. You know what? Let's put that sub back on and take a hit on the dreadnought. On one dreadnought. So we'll put one dreadnought down to 6 for me. Okay, that's what we'll do. So 2 subs at 3. A destroyer at 5. Damaged dreadnought at 6. A cruiser at 7. And 3 at 8. It's 1, 2, 3. And 2 at 9. Okay. So 2 at 9. Boy, bringing those fighters sure helped, didn't it? So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We need 3 hits. 3 hits. Okay. So that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. So I got 4 hits. Okay. So he's done. So then he's got 3 at 8. So that's the 3 purple dice. Okay, here we go. And he got 3 hits. 3 at 8. So there you go. He was able to get 1 extra hit by losing the dreadnoughts instead. Okay. So let's take off. Let's damage 2 dreadnoughts and take off 1 sub. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, but I did get an extra hit. So he might as well roll his destroyer too. Oh, but if he did that, then he's not going to get that. You know what? Let's just not do that, Tim. I know we talked about it, but that would have been a miss if that was the case. So, I mean, you might get a destroyer hit, but you might not, right? Like, there you go. Oh, he would have got the hit either way. But anyway, it's still the same number of hits. So there you go. Okay. So let me grab my stuff here. Oh, there is one more thing that we need to do, though. And that is roll for his commander. Anything but a 12 and he's okay. So let's just roll the orange dice. 3. So your commander, I'll put him in London, Tim, and you can move him if you want. Yeah. Let me just bring this over here. Okay. And let's see, we need a damage marker. I could get 3 damage markers, but I'll just go like this. There we go. So that's what I have left. 3 damage dreadnoughts, 3 pre-dreads, 2 destroyers, and 1 cruiser. And a commander in there as well. And Tim's commander is back in London for now, unless he wants to change it. Okay. Let's see, we use that phosgene gas. I'll just finish the German turn off and then I'll take everybody else's turn because I do have some minors I have to play with here. So then, now that I don't have to worry too much about the Navy, by the way, these guys are going to stay out of port. I don't want him coming in and taking a shot at me because he does have 4 transports in the water. He's going to have to go through these guys if he wants to do that. So they're out of port. I will take 4 artillery from Western Germany and I will put them into Bavaria. I'm going to take 1 infantry from Western Germany and put him in Bavaria. Okay, let's move back now. Okay, so I had 1 more infantry here in Western Germany. He's going to go across on the transport and he's going to go to East Prussia. So let's get a chip for that one. Here, I'm going to leave this guy over here for now because I got more chips to come. So that one's off. Okay, we're going to non-combat move the heavy artillery to Bavaria. And that's it for moving around in Germany. Okay, we're going to, here, I'll show you what we're doing here. So this guy is going to get a militia upgrade. So there's another infantry there. And we're going to take that infantry. And we're going to rail him up to East Prussia. There we go. Oh, I've already got a guy there, don't I? So we need a chip. Okay. And then take this off and this off. And we'll take this off. So this transport is going to go into port here in, this one's gone. The transport goes into port over here in Western Germany. And there was something else that I needed to do. What was it? Oh, I know. So this marker here, Doug made these markers up. Sunken ship tokens. Now I'm going to use this to mark where there's been a naval battle where one side gets a point out of it. Like you get a diplomacy point if you kill more cruisers, battle cruisers, pre-dreads, and dreadnoughts than the other side. Even if you lost that battle, if you beat more of those big ships, then you get that marker. And I did that in spades there. So I get a freebie, and I also get a freebie for taking a territory. In fact, I've taken 2 so far. So, but you still only get 1 marker for it. Okay, so let's put the stuff on then. Okay, I'll put a trench fighter in Bavaria. Here we go. And I'll put a trench fighter in Berlin. I'll put an infantry in West Germany. Okay. And I'll put an infantry in East Prussia with the manpower marker. I'll put 2 infantry in Eastern Germany. I'll put 1 infantry in Berlin. I'll put the phosgene gas marker in Bavaria. I got 2 fighters here. So one of them is going to go in Eastern Germany. There's a factory there. And one of them is going to go into Bavaria. There we go. And so I have a colonial infantry and a sub. The colonial infantry. Oh. Okay, I know where. Now I remember. So the sub is going to go at the submarine port in C zone M6. Yeah, he doesn't need to be in port. Nobody can reach him there. And then the militia, or sorry, the colonial infantry is going to go down right here because I had this territory before my turn began. So I can place there, and it does have a manpower marker right here. Okay. Oh, and then I've got my Lend-Lease. So let's, you following me? Okay, this guy's going down through Italy and out of port there and in this port over here because he can't go through here. And then the artillery is going to go to Bohemia for the Austrians. The infantry went into Anatolia. Now then, one more roll, and that is wartime economy. And he gets an 8. Okay. So I'm at 38, plus 3 for a bonus is 41, plus 8 is 51. Or sorry, 38 and 8 is 46, plus 3 is 49. That's not blockaded anymore. So I get 1 for Argentina, 1 for Chile, and 1 for Norway. There we go. So that gets me to 51, I believe. Let me count again. So 3, 6, and 8 is 14, and 38. Oh, 52. I better count that again. So 38 plus 3 is 41, plus 3 is 44, plus 8 is 52 IPP. Alrighty. Germany collects 52. Now then, let's go to let's go down here. This will be really quick. So this guy's going to move in here, and so the guy from Chile moved into Gran Chaco. The guy from Patagonia is going to move into Gran Chaco. And that's it. And the Mexicans aren't going to do anything. Okay. So then I have recruitment roles for all of them. The green is Mexico, the red is Chile, and the blue is Argentina. Okay. Chile has 2 territories, so that's good. So Chile gets an infantry. All right. Let's just do that. Okay, so let's just put this guy here. And this guy on top. And Chile gets an infantry. And I do believe that's it. Not going to do anything in South America or in Africa. Oh, I do have one more thing to do. So this German cruiser, he's at a major port here at the Caroline Islands. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go from P53 to P74 down here. Okay. So that's where he is. I've got a guy in the Caroline Islands there. I've got a colonial infantry in Bengal, an infantry in Burma. I've got a colonial infantry in British East Africa, an infantry in German East Africa, 2 colonials in Cameroon. I've got 4 infantry, each in Thessaly and southern Greece. I've got a submarine in M6. I've got a destroyer, a transport, and a pre-dread in port in Thessaly. I've got a destroyer in port in Constantinople. These guys have not changed. These guys over here, I did take the cruiser off in the loss that I owed to the Americans. I've moved an infantry from Patagonia to Gran Chaco. I moved an infantry from Chile to Gran Chaco, and I've placed an infantry in Gran Chaco that I got for the recruitment role. And then my navy that's left is 3 damaged dreadnoughts, 3 pre-dreads, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, and a commander in Sea Zone A11, and they did get a free diplomacy role for that. And then in here in wait a minute. You know what? One of that infantry that I put in Berlin, we're going to put him over here. And also that dude that railed from Thessaly to East Prussia, he's also going to go over here. So there we go. Okay. So that means that they've got 18 infantry, 1 trench fighter, 3 heavy artillery, 14 artillery, no, 19 infantry, a commander, 4 balloons, a fighter, and I think, oh, and the phosgene gas. And over in West Germany, there's 5 trucks and 6 infantry. And then in Eastern Germany, there's 2 infantry and a fighter. In Berlin, there's a trench fighter, colonial infantry in Congress, Poland, and colonial infantry in Warsaw. 5 infantry, an ineffective commander, and 2 artillery in East Prussia. 5 infantry, 2 artillery, a Jaeger, and a colonial infantry in Lithuania. That looks like it. That looks like Germany. So they did collect 52 IPP. They managed to get to stage 1 in hurricane bombardment. They've got 2 free rolls on the diplomacy chart, and they did manage to hit their roll. What did they hit? Oh, they hit the recruitment in Chile, yeah. Okay, that's it. So thanks for joining me. Been a long video. I need to take a break now. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.